Well, after the United Kingdom, the medical staff in the United States of America have gone on strike. Thousands of nurses at 2 New York City hospitals went on strike on Monday after contract negotiations were stalled over pay and staffing levels. The walkout has led to postponement of procedures and appointments. According to the New York State Nurses Association, more than 7,000 nurses from Montefiore Medical Center in the Bronx and Mount Sinai Hospital in Manhattan have joined these protests. For more on this, we're now joined by our New York correspondent, Susan Teherani. Susan, well, we've seen what these strikes have done to the United Kingdom. The country has been paralyzed. What is the situation like currently in New York? It's day one of the strike. What kind of an impact has it already had?
I do apologize. I just needed to move my camera because I'm standing really amidst a crowd of enthusiastic nurses that are really striking here, as you can see behind me, for better wages and better patient care. You know, the impact that it's had so far, because they gave sort of an ultimatum to the hospitals, as for now, hasn't been that severe. Both hospitals did announce plans to cancel elective surgeries as of now. Ahead of the strike, Montefiore Hospital began working over the weekend for some patients and trying to discharge as many patients as possible, at least for now, as appropriate, so to say. And in the days leading to the strike, Mount Sinai also had efforts to transfer some patients to other facilities as well. And then it was regarding ambulances. They sort of transferred ambulances to other facilities as well. But this is a big strike, considering the fact that 16% of hospital beds right now will be affected. However, it was important to note that the nurses union that was really negotiating these deals made very clear that this was not a call for patients who were sick not to go to the hospitals. They said that, you know, you are not supporting our strike by not going to the hospital. There is still care if you need it. And I think that was sort of the underlying message over there. But I do want to tell you that for the most part, I will speak for most New Yorkers who say that they are on the side of these nurses because they were on the front lines really since the COVID pandemic. And this is the first time in 3 years that they're negotiating. And as you see cars, you might not see it because it's so crowded, but as cars of New Yorkers are passing by, they're honking their horns in support of the nurses and protesters that are here and sort of telling them to continue with their demonstration for better working conditions.
Quite interesting, Susan. New Yorkers, you're saying, are clearly on the side of these striking nurses. Is this an indefinite strike, according to the nurses that you've spoken to? Also, have the hospital authorities reached out to them, expressed a willingness to talk to them?
Yes. We have a background of Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer sung by the nurses, so I'm going to speak over that for you. Yes, the negotiations fell through at around 1 a.m. local time here, while other hospitals agreed to the 19.1% increase in wages. It was nurses and staff at these hospitals that said that they are overworked, it's overcrowded, and they said that major complaints at Mount Sinai and Montefiore is that nurses are basically facing burnout after 3 years of being at the front lines of the pandemic and not receiving proper compensation in return, and in turn affecting patients that go into these hospitals.
All right, we'll have to see how much of an impact it has, but clearly one would hope that the situation can be resolved at the earliest. Thanks very much, Susan Teherani, for getting us all those details from New York.